All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Pimp Your Project stream. As always, I'm your host, Edwin Acevedo. I am here with my tag team partner, the one and only artist extraordinaire, Sim. What's going on?
Ooh, yeah. Are you ready to pimp that project?
You
What's up?
better be. Gets it's Friday night, and that's the time to pimp. And we're here with the one and only Boogie Bop. What's going on, brother?
Let's bring it on, brother.
So yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. Please make sure to like, share, let everybody know we're here hanging out, pimping projects. We'll keep it nice and light here.
By the
No
way, Ace,
BS. Yep.
you can blame the wrestling voices because of the Indie Wrestling Ace account that you're using for the comments.
That's right. Make sure to subscribe to Indie Wrestling Aces for all your independent wrestling needs. I think I just got to 6,500 subs. So
Fuck, oh yeah,
there
Right.
we go,
dude.
brother. Doing it little by little. I'll be going to another show tomorrow, so I'll have more content. It's good for things to be opening up now. I can actually put up some new videos and get the channel going, which is good.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure the fact that there's a lot of hot little babe wrestlers that be kicking the ass out of each other, pretty helping out too.
That always helps, man. Yeah, we love that women's wrestling.
Dude, they used
And
to be like meh. Now they freaking smack each other like crazy. You're like, oh, that's interesting.
they're hardcore now. There's no playing around.
Mm-hmm.
They probably realized, like, oh, if I hit harder, people watch more. You know?
Yeah, we also have Beacon's fan in attendance with us. He's the unofficial fourth guest.
You bottled him.
But yeah, now guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with us every Friday night. We do the pimp stream right here on John Aces. We're close to almost 200 subs. I think we're like 189. So please make sure you're subscribed or still subscribed. If you got
Don't
an
forget we
alt,
do the watch
subscribe
along.
under that. That's right. Sunday night we'll be posting up some news probably tomorrow about what we're gonna watch next. But yeah, first, why don't we talk about the important stuff here, man?
Let me go
Sim,
get the
if you could
campaign.
chew
Yep.
it up. Boogie, why don't you tell everybody about your project currently on Indiegogo?
So for should I pull it up, or are we
I got
gonna?
it.
Okay,
I
cool.
think Sim's got it.
I just needed to stop drawing and get active.
Well, I just have to turn on the computer. I have to just put my tablet away. I have to sign back into the account. I have to do all this.
There you go.
Great. Yeah. So Robert is the sci-fi steampunk Western adventure graphic novel of the future today. This has been kind of a long time coming. I started on it last year around March or May, and we're about 200 away from hitting our next stretch goal, which would be a patch. Everybody would be getting a patch right now. Everybody is getting two posters, stickers, and a bookmark. But for the story of Robert, it's centered around these three guys from left to right: Eastwood, Robert, and Charles, and then the main baddie, Ramon. And Robert is based around a lot of like it's a love letter to a lot of the old like Western classics that I grew up with, along with a lot of the sci-fi and like steampunk aesthetic that I've kind of like thrown into the mix. Um, the story revolves around Y3K. In the year 3000, a massive solar flare strikes Earth, and humans have to hide in bunkers or all along with nuclear fallout. Um, so a lot of the humans that actually live in this world, they're hiding away until it's safe for them to come out. But it being the year 3000, a lot of the humans have relied on a lot of robot like labor force. So the robots that they've created are uh, warehouse robots. They're like Uber drivers. They're chefs. Just like they're the labor force that we use. And when Y3K striked, the robots were the first to just shut down, along with the internet and technology as a whole. But a miraculous event happens where the robots wake up, and nobody knows why the robots have rebooted, but they're all alive and kicking, and they are essentially like they're essentially lost people that need something to kind of gravitate towards. So a lot of the robots in the story actually gain a lot of their inspiration for their looks and their characters from a lot of the media that we've kind of grown up with. So, like with people, we kind of get our personalities off of a lot of movies and TV shows and games. The same with the robots that exist in this world. And some of the main robots that we end up seeing in the book are Western robots,
YouTube.
like such as Eastwood. He takes his kind of inspiration off of Eastwood, and we have other robots in the book as well. I showed off a couple of months ago Sid the punk rock bot, and he's in the updates. That's the latest update that I showed with the colored page. I actually do all the artwork myself. I'm writing it, I'm penciling it, inking it, coloring it, and then I'll be doing the lettering and fulfillment as well.
Is that the one with the new character?
No, this one's the shootout page. I think it's about 2 or 3 down.
Am I too far now?
No, it's a little bit further down.
you
There
go.
we go. Yeah, that's Sid the punk rock bot. Yeah, so we're going to be seeing a lot more different factions of robots in the book as well, but the main characters that we end up following with are more. They have the more Western aesthetic to them. And here's the campaign ad that I had for it.
Now, I'm gonna stop and reshare for a second so we can play the video.
Yeah, man. Like I say, I really dig the artwork here, man. Like this is really dope. Like I don't think there's another book that kind of looks like this.
Well, thanks. Yeah, like it's been a labor of love just because, again, I work a full-time job, and a lot of the times whenever I come home, it's a little bit draining whenever you're working like 7 to 8 hour shifts, and then you come home and then you have to start. Like for me, I love drawing. It's never a problem for drawing. It's just it being me 100% of like creating the book. It's a labor of love that I have to put into it.
So you guys ready for that trailer?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Y3K, a catastrophic event that nearly wiped out the population and fried all of Earth's technology. But what if the robots rebooted without purpose, without guidance, without laws? These automatons emerge and create a new world of their own design. Humans are just living in it. Almost 100 years since the events of Y3K, Robert, Charles, and Eastwood are scavengers. Gutting and dismantling is part of the job. But after scrapping the wrong bots, the crew find themselves on the wrong end of a gun. Ramon, leader of the Western Bot Gang, has set out a bounty with a high price and has the gears to pay to bring Robert and his crew for crossing him alive or in parts. Robert is 60 pages of high-octane action and adventure, generations in the making. With story and art by the Boogiebot of Boogiebot Comics. Will you join Robert and his crew to escape their bounty? Back Robert today.
Here we go.
So listen to the robot.
Listen to the robot and back Robert.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. This is, like I said, I'm really excited for this. This looks really cool, really interesting. Completely different art style that I've seen, and so definitely I'm glad I backed this.
Yeah, I was kind of worried that like I thought maybe a lot of people might not be too into the kind of stylization that I did for it. Because I know with like a lot of books in like a lot of like mainstream books and along with like CG as well, there tends to be kind of a like an in-house sort of aesthetic. I've kind of noticed. Like
Really?
Like I've noticed that there's kind of like kind of
Like
like
really?
well, when it comes to with people like with EVS and like John Malin and like a lot of like the heavy hitters.
But even there's two different style totally.
No, yeah, there's still like two distinct styles. Like you can still tell them apart, but like I've noticed that it's
You
more
mean more
so
more of the American comic type?
yeah, like more of like the American kind of like the more kind of like not realistic. What's the word? I guess just like the more Western aesthetic, like for comics versus like Mike Mignola's art is like 100% like different from a lot of like the Western comics that are over here.
Okay, so technically the superhero type of comic.
Yeah, like I guess the more I guess just the superhero stick. I'm not sure how to say it. Like I was gonna say realistic, but I guess it's still comics, you know.
Yeah. No, you mean like a mainstream kind of comic book style?
Yeah, like and with Robert, I wanted to just have it be like this really kind of grungy looking sort of like kind of like uh lots of cross hatching and like sparse like detailing throughout the book. So and also it gives way for like it being a post apocalyptic world. Everything's got to look a little bit dingy and like run down and torn, like battered and beat.
You're starting to sound like Richard.
For wait for who? For who's Richard?
Zach.
Oh,
We used to talk about iron sights. He's like, I want it to be, dirty and like look like you picked it up at a bar or something. I'm
yeah.
like,
I remember from one of his videos that he mentioned that like with Iron Sights he wanted it to be like you found it in like a bathroom like bar like a bathroom in like a bar that's just like sitting on the ground.
so that was such a weird way to pitch the book, but
Yes,
I much prefer yours.
Well, thank you for that.
So
man,
yeah, man, how far along is this thing coming so far?
I'm actually at about I'm at believe page 36. I'm about to finish 37 today, and that's fully inked and colored. And I have a couple of pages already completed with inks, and I'm trying to figure out an aesthetic that I'm going to be doing for the lettering because I want to try to make it look a little bit like I'm trying to make some of my own font for it as well, like for the like the sound effects and everything.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So I want to make sure, like, because for some of the artwork on some of the pages, I'm actually drawing some of the lettering like into the book. So I want to make sure that I can fit it, like, to make sure that the words, like the lettering that I put into it from, like the actual lettering in Photoshop or like Adobe Illustrator, that it'll match the words that I'm drawing in there as well.
Yeah, man, that's yeah, man. Like I said, I dig this whole thing. Like, I think it's one of those campaigns that, like, once you start kind of putting it out and stuff, this thing is gonna jump, man, because it really does look different and interesting. And like I said, I think just more people need to see it, and then they'll jump on it.
Yeah, I know. I forgot Preston Acevedo. I was surprised whenever he jumped on for it because he messaged me out of the blue with the pinup that he had done for it, and I was just ecstatic just to see the fact that like someone else like had drew my characters, in their own style, and especially it being Preston, with how much in like the indie community he's like kind of like put a lot of his presence in. It was just amazing to see that, and then even with Sim when he drew a lot of the sketch cards on the one stream that we had with Preston.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was dope. Preston's got like insane style. I think he's closing his campaign today or tomorrow. Nine Devils. Go check that out.
Yeah, and his pinups for sale too on the Robert campaign as well.
Oh, nice.
But I'm gonna be trying to see if I can make that one into like a postcard to include with the Robert campaign as well as like a freebie.
Oh, that'd be great, man.
Because it's too good of a drawing just to kind of like leave aside, for people not to have with them.
Yeah, no, that'll definitely be good. I think that'll help. People like those little fun extras that you can throw in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But yeah, man.
the book's coming along though pretty well. I should be getting more of the pages done this weekend as well as within the coming weeks. I'll have more artwork to show. The reason why on Twitter I haven't been posting as much recently is because I want to try to have a lot more of the artwork done, so that way I don't show people like the more spoilery type pages.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure that everybody's still surprised whenever they read the book. Because there's a lot of pages that I have drawn that I haven't shown yet, but it spoils the story for a lot of the stuff that's to come, like later down the road.
Yeah, no, I think as long as you just show some progress along, people understand that. Nobody wants the whole thing spoiled before they get it. So.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of people are very understanding too when it comes to like time crunching. Like when it comes to like when fulfillment, like when people say when they're going to be fulfilling a book versus when some people have like when they constantly update people, people at least feel more obliged to like keep their backing with a project.
Well, it's always more reassuring, and it doesn't bother you as much when you see the progress of it instead of just nothing.
Hmm. Yeah, because I've been burned on
Lastly,
some projects before where I just they have like zero updates and they've just been going on for years.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So
last thing you want to see is when somebody disappears and you're like, "Where's? I haven't seen this dude in months."
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, let's
So
go through the tiers real quick.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yep, for the featured tier we have the Gears and Cogs bundle. That one includes the colored two 60-page graphic novels. One of them is in color, and then the other version is in black and white. But in that Gears and Cogs bundle, people also get the original issue 1 that I had actually done with the Indy company that I was a part of, all the way back in 2015. And that book will be included along with the the actual Robert story that's being produced right now, along with an original art piece. And each of those people who buy the Robert Gears and Cogs bundle, I'll be messaging everybody individually to see what character they're wanting, because it'll be personalized with whichever character that the individual is wanting. And with every one of the perks, all the stretch goals that we meet, they'll be automatically included with every perk, like regardless of whichever perk you buy.
That's cool.
And then we have the standard Robert graphic novel. That one's the 60-page colored version, the Robert in black and white. And then we have the double barrel 2-pack, which is the two colored versions of the book, the in color and black and white. I know with Michael Bancroft, he specifically he talked me into doing the black and white book. And I feel like the artwork stands on its. I want to try to make sure that the artwork completely stands on its own in black and white before even adding any color, because I want the pieces to speak for themselves when it comes to like the actual inks. And then the covers, I haven't shown off those yet because some of them are still spoilery, but those are included in the perks as well for people to purchase, as well as the Acevedo pinup.
Very cool.
And then the Robert cameo, those were already sold out within the last couple of weeks of the campaign.
Yeah, man, people love those cameos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Chris was so excited for that.
Yeah, gotta give the people what they want. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm a big fan of this project. I'm really excited for it. Doing some cool stuff here, and the link for the Indiegogo's in the description. So go back and show us some love. Let's get it to at least 5,000 here.
Yep.
It's gonna be worth it, man. Really, it looks really cool.
Yeah, there's lots more to come. Make sure you back Robert, the graphic novel. And thanks.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, Sim, brother.
No. We're going with you. So what about the Ace? The Ace.
What about the Ace Volume 1? It is starting to ship slowly, but
Yeah, I got mine.
it's getting packages out there, little by little. Like Boogie said, man, when you're working a 9 to 5 and you just get home and you're streaming and you're trying to push the book and you just like,
Okay,
man,
Ace, what
yep.
you have to tell me? What the fuck did you do? Did you threaten the post office or something for it to come to come here so fast?
Uh, no, but I do have a little theory though.
Hmm.
Now that all this stuff, the election and everything is all done with,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it funny how like now that the masks are no longer required, isn't it funny how just like the post office is just moving a little quicker now? Just
Dude, just a little. It went from like 2 months that it got here in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
yes, I'm not, you know, who am I to say? But
I ordered stuff from I ordered a couple of figures from this one website called like a Big Bad Toy Store,
Mm-hmm.
and I ordered it this past Monday, and it got to me within like the next Wednesday. One of their shipping location is in Vegas, and I'm in Texas. I'm just surprised like how easily it got towards me like within like 2 days.
Ain't it fucking weird?
yeah,
And
it's
it
one
all
of those
just like
things.
completely started. Yeah, everything just started getting faster.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, the machine probably got their COVID shot.
Yeah.
The post office building.
You like that one, right?
I like that one more than I should have.
Hey guys, so please make sure to back this book. Like I said, we are starting to slowly ship. I'm going to be placing an order with Phoenix Animation for the metal prints soon. I got to hit them up and get all that straightened out. But yeah, we're starting slowly looking at some of the earlier backers. Just mostly, we're going to leave like the original art and some of like the more complicated stuff till later, just because it just makes it easier this way. But yeah, slowly but surely, we'll get some packages out to some people. So if you do receive it, please share it on Twitter. Make sure everything got there safe and sound. And yeah, man, it's official. This thing is happening.
Yeah, I can't wait for mines, man.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be sweet. Some of the guys have seen it. Feedback's been good, so I'm happy. I'm excited, and once we start the Canales, we're getting ready to start working on volume 2 this month. So yeah, we just got more cool stuff planned for you guys, man. Go check it out. The Ace. Links in the description.
Do you want me to start the video or we skip it?
Yeah, play it.
Somebody's Uber's almost there.
I mean, come on. After seeing that trailer, don't you want to back this book?
You gotta back it after that.
Gotta. So yeah, guys, like I said, links in the description. Go back the ace, help us get to at least 6,500.
I said, and who would want to repaint Charlie? Monsters.
Despicable.
And yeah, go check out Telson and Adverse right now. Back it. We're getting close to to get all the colors then. And hold on. Here's a little sample of the new colors of the first story. Recolored by Scotsman.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wrong
Looking
file.
great.
There's supposed to be smoke coming out there. So I didn't pull out the right one. So there'll be smoke coming out of his mouth in the comic. And here's another page.
The smoke takes up like 20% of the page.
So this is my old stuff that hard to look at, but he makes it shine. And here's a compared to the new stuff that you get in Nat and Zed.
I dig all the aliens. Like for real, like a lot of these aliens actually look really, really creative, man.
Oh, thank you. Let's just say like there's more aliens than actual like humans in there.
It's got us. I'm just wondering what's your thought process whenever you like develop a lot of these like aliens. Because I know like whenever I'm drawing a lot of the different bots and Robert, I always go by I forgot who said it, but there's like that the artistic take that you do whenever you're drawing like characters,
Mhm.
that if you can color them completely, like if you can completely black out a character, will their silhouette still, like, could you still tell who the character is by a silhouette? And I think with just about all of the characters that you've drawn in the book so far, they all look like you can still like point them out like in a lineup.
It is one of the things that I do apply. Like not a quarter moon. If you put him on the side with a hair and his goatee, it's a quarter moon.
Mm,
It's one of the things that I do apply in there.
that's great, man.
Like one of the things that you could black them out, or what they do in when you do design in logos, it's you do your design and then if you do this and you still recognize the character,
Hmm.
you're on the spot. So this is the cover for Metal Valkyrie, which is going to be one of the Luani stories in Telson and Adverse 2. And here's the cover for Murder Doll, which is another story of Luani, but before she meets Nat. And a little wink at my Dino Mercs in the story called Dino for Hire. Yeah, Dino Mercs, Dino aliens.
Yeah, those are great.
And if you look at my Neotodon, he has arms and wings, and he's holding swords with them. So
Yeah, so he's ready to kill.
yeah, he's like he's like my Snake Eyes, the deadliest one in there. So please go check out Telson and Adverse. It would be fun if we could have a little spurt and pass 10K before we go to printing, so I can unlock the Simon Bisley print and that Joe Ball print. Because when I order the prints, I close the campaign.
Yeah,
So
let's get
please.
that sexy Michael Beacon print.
And one of the things, one of the lucky backers, because that's one of the things that's happening, is one lucky backer will be getting that Joe Ball original. 2 lucky backers will be getting an original page from 2013. And some of the other people randomly will be getting some sketches. Not everybody, some of them, that are concept art from 2012, 2016, and stuff like that. So extra little gifts that comes with your book.
Sweet.
So please go back it. And I'm already working on number 2 and planning number 3, and Not the Mercs already started. Yep.
Nice.
Sim, man, the hardest working guy in comics.
One of. Let's
Yeah,
not make
guys.
them jealous.
Yeah, guys, let's call this a wrap here. Like I said, we don't really go too long. We have a big, pinch stream after show at 11 on Bancroft's channel. So make sure to go check that out tonight. But yeah, Boogie Bot, thanks for coming on with us, man. Where can they find you at, brother?
Everybody can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Same handles, just BoogieBot Comics. You'll find me pretty much anywhere.
That's right. Back this buck. Sim.
Yep, you can find me anywhere on all social media. There's Simon Sim Potier, the Artist Sim, or Inkslayer, because that's the crew, the Inkslayer Entertainment. Don't forget to give it a like and a follow on YouTube and Twitter. There's accounts everywhere for the Inkslayer, and that's a magazine that's going to be coming soon. It's in production, slowly but surely. It's coming, and that's where you'll be getting the Lowani and Rose Daddy issue and the beginning of the Not the Mercury. You don't want to miss that because that also comes with Metal Mayhem Rock Boy, Hero by Scotsman. And you know that amazing goddamn dwarf that has a jetpack and a rocket powered axe in Seven Legions? Well, he gets his own story.
Nice.
So yeah, that's it. And don't forget to do and chill tomorrow. We're doing He-Man, and there's a poll right now out for the Drew and Chill on Sunday, which is Spawn, Drifters, Armitage, and I don't remember what's the other one I put.
Pit.
Pit. There you go.
So you guys, you can find me on Twitter at Edwin Aces. You can find me here every week. Pimp your project stream, 10:50 p.m. Eastern. Please sub to John Aces, sub to my pro wrestling channel, Indie Wrestling Aces, and most importantly, Back the Ace Volume 1. Starting to ship now. You'll be getting it into the not too distant future. So back it. Let's help us get to the next goal. And yeah, guys, it's been fun. We will catch you next week. Peace.
Later, everybody.
Later.